Right, so here's question 11. That's just a simultaneous equation question. So you've got two equations here, and we're just going to number them 1 and 2. We want to work out what x equals and what y equals, so we're going to use the elimination method, which just essentially means we're going to remove one of the unknowns from each equation. Now, what you can do with this one is we can think about what of the unknowns from each equation are we going to eliminate, as it were. Right, so I'm going to try and get rid of the y's. Now, to get rid of the y's, you just have to make the y's equal to the same. So what we've got here is we've got 2y and we've got 5y. Now, to get them to equal the same, we have to obviously get them up to 10y. So you really just look at the coefficient. That's 5. If we times this one by 5, that gives you 10y. And if we times this one by the other's coefficient, which is 2. So we've now got another two sets of equations. It's going to be 15x plus 10y. That equals 85. And we've also got 4x plus 10y, and that equals 8. Okay, and we'll call that equation, I'll just change the colour, call that equation 3 and equation 4. Now, what we can then do is, if we take equation 3 and take away equation 4 from it, what we end up with is 15x minus x, or sorry, minus 4x is 11x, 10y minus 10y is 0, and then that equals 85 minus 8 is 77. Now, what we then have, if we divide both sides by, not x, but both sides by 11, so divide that side by 11 as well, we've now got x equals 7. Okay, so that's us found one of the unknowns. Now what we can do is we can take this unknown and substitute it back into the equation, okay, and we'll work out what y is. So if we take equation, we'll just say take equation 2, okay, so if we take equation 2, and that equation is 2x plus 5y equals 4. Missed out the y, so we just say x is 7. So 2 times 7 plus 5y equals 4. So we've then got 14 plus 5y equals 4. And we can then work out what y is, because what we can say is we can we'll just take 14 away from this side, take 14 away from this side, so we've then got 5y equals minus 10, so that means y equals minus 2. And that's the answer. Okay, so you're really looking at the sets of equations, tip is number them and then try and find a way of eliminating one of the unknowns. Okay, and quite often you're multiplying one equation with the coefficient of the unknown you want to get rid of from the other equation. And once you work out one of the unknowns, you just substitute it back into one of the original equations and you'll work out the other unknown. So that's the answer to that question.